Copenhagen, the capital of Denmark, has a long history that began in the 11th century as a small settlement. The city grew rapidly in the 12th century, when it was ruled by Bishop Absalon. The city was fortified with stone walls in the 13th century and developed into an important trading center thanks to its harbor and potential marine resources, especially herring. As trade increased, Copenhagen became a target for attacks by the Hanseatic League from Germany. In 1254, the city was officially granted city status through a charter issued by Bishop Jakob Erlandsen. The reign of King Christian IV in the late 16th century brought major changes. He expanded the city, built new districts, and strengthened the defenses with modern architectural designs by German and Dutch craftsmen. Copenhagen developed into the administrative center of the Danish kingdom and a major military port. However, the city also experienced various crises, such as the Swedish Siege, 1658 to 1659, the Great Fire, 1728 and 1795, and the British bombardment of 1807, which caused extensive damage. It was not until the mid-19th century that the city began to expand beyond its old walls to address problems of overcrowding and sanitation. Another important development occurred in 2000 with the construction of the Øresund Bridge, connecting Copenhagen with Malmö, Sweden. This infrastructure integrated the two countries into a single cross-border metropolitan area, and promoted the integration of transportation, economic, and spatial planning systems. Copenhagen, the world's green city icon. But beyond its famous bicycles and Copenhagen facility, three critical challenges threaten its 2025 carbon neutrality target. First, physical infrastructure. Transportation remains a persistent challenge, contributing 33% of the city's emissions. Picture this: 300,000 cars crowding the streets daily, reducing average speeds to just 24 kilometers per hour. Add to this the flood risks. 10% of areas like Nordhavn face submersion threats from rising sea levels, 4.8 millimeters annually. And waste management? The city generates 2,200 tons daily, nearly overwhelming Copenhagen's incineration capacity. Second, cyber systems. 5 separate platforms for energy, transport, and water management. The consequence? During the 2023 floods, emergency teams needed 3 hours just to coordinate data. IoT implementation is uneven too, with only 40 air quality monitoring points and 75% of flood sensors concentrated in affluent areas. Most alarming, a 2022 cyber attack disabled traffic lights for 12 hours. Third, social disparities. 30% of residents still prefer private vehicles. Waste separation rates stand at just 45%. Smart city investments are also imbalanced. Immigrant neighborhoods like Mjølnerparken receive less than 5% of participation funding. Even 23% of elderly citizens resist using recycling apps. These systems are interconnected. Data fragmentation, cyber, exacerbates flooding, physical, participation gaps, social, hinder solutions. It's like a puzzle missing its crucial connections. Without systemic improvements across all 3 layers, the 2025 target risks becoming utopian. But stay tuned. In the next section, our team presents Revolution. Copenhagen has undergone rapid development since its founding as a small settlement in the 11th century. Today, it is one of the major urban centers in Europe that faces major challenges due to urbanization, such as increasing population, motorized vehicles, and environmental pressures. Greenhouse gas emissions such as carbon dioxide and carbon tetrahydride exacerbate air pollution, trigger the greenhouse effect, and cause flooding and rising sea levels. Given these conditions, Copenhagen recognizes the importance of transforming into a smart city. The goal is clear: to create a city that is more efficient, environmentally friendly, and comfortable for its citizens. The city government has set an ambitious target to become carbon neutral by 2025. To achieve this, they are implementing digital technology and real-time data in the management of transportation, energy, water, and waste. Examples include the use of sensor-based traffic systems, the construction of safe and extensive bicycle lanes, and the use of renewable energy. The application of the smart city concept is not only important from an environmental perspective, but also supports economic competitiveness and the quality of life of the community. Smart cities help make decisions quickly and accurately, encourage community involvement, and ensure that the city is able to adapt to change. Through this approach, Copenhagen is not only responding to today's challenges, but also showing the way for other cities to build a more sustainable, inclusive, and resilient urban future. Copenhagen analyzes every urban dimension: mobility, energy, public space, and citizen well-being, in an integrated system. What will CITYNEXUS offer? CITYNEXUS encompasses a wide array of parameters essential for urban planning and policy formulation. These include mobility patterns, analysis of traffic flow, pedestrian movement, and public transport usage to optimize transportation networks and reduce congestion. Air quality, monitoring pollutants and emissions to assess environmental impacts and support initiatives for cleaner air. Points of interest, by indicating where these are distributed, the model can make better predictions on citizen mobility related to different types of drivers, i.e. work, school, leisure, dinner out, and more. Population changes. By increasing or reducing population in specific areas, the model can adjust the mobility demand generated. Specified time slots. The system allows to model mobility and air quality patterns hour by hour for a typical working day and weekend day, helping users to capture different mobility trends observed at multiple moments of the day. Copenhagen evaluates every dimension: mobility, energy, spatial design, and residents' quality of life. Using digital twins like the City Nexus platform, Destin, the city gains a holistic view of urban dynamics. The City Nexus digital twin integrates multiple dimensions: traffic patterns, air quality, population distribution, access to services, and land use changes. The city uses this system to simulate future development scenarios, such as adding bike lanes, regulating vehicle emissions, and redesigning public spaces. It visualizes these aspects in real-time 2D, 3D dashboards, allowing planners to monitor urban KPIs and evaluate impacts across sectors. Traffic simulation with PTV VisSim models interactions among cars, bikes, and pedestrians. Real-time sensors at Town Hall Square feed live data to support evidence-based policymaking. PTV VisSim, used in Copenhagen, simulates mixed traffic interactions with micro-accuracy. It models the city's renowned cycling infrastructure, now spanning 359 kilometers of bike lanes and 32.5 kilometers of cycle superhighways. Sensors placed in Town Hall Square collect live data on pedestrian flow, cycling intensity, and even air pollution levels. This enables real-time policy calibration. All interventions begin with thorough needs assessments: green spaces, mobility, air quality. Plans consider population density, rainfall, and service access, ensuring solutions are well targeted. The city starts each project by calculating per capita green space, service availability, and environmental resilience. Copenhagen aims for 75% of all trips to be on foot, bike, or public transit by 2025, based on population growth models and daily travel demand data. It uses rainfall data and GIS-based flood mapping for infrastructure adaptation, especially in stormwater management zones like Enghaveparken. Every program is continuously monitored. Copenhagen doesn't just build. It learns and adapts based on real-time data. City Nexus includes a feedback loop, tracking the outcomes of each policy to refine or redesign initiatives. The city has reduced carbon dioxide emissions by 42% since 2005, improved recycling by over 46%, and upgraded building energy efficiency by 28%. All these results stem from a culture of responsive governance, backed by continuous data collection and adaptation.
Copenhagen, the capital of Denmark, is well known as one of the world's leading smart and sustainable cities. However, behind its impressive achievement, the journey towards becoming an environmentally friendly smart city has not been without challenges. One of the main problems is the complexity of data management. With a lot of sensors and systems spread across the city, it's not easy to combine data like air quality, power usage, and traffic patterns. Being unable to connect this data can slow up quick and accurate decision making. On the other hand, privacy concerns have also arisen. People are worried that our collection of large amounts of data, including location information and daily habits, could potentially be misused if not managed wisely. Another challenge comes from the cost. Building high-tech infrastructure like renewable energy, smart waste management system, and low-emission transportation needs a lot of money in the beginning. Even though the long-term benefits are promising, finding sustainable funding is still a challenge. Making sure people stay involved is also super important. Copenhagen has a lot of support from citizens, but changing how people live still needs education and a consistent approach so that every policy really makes a real difference in people's daily activities. Amidst these challenges, Copenhagen has shown its strength. With emission target of becoming a carbon neutral city by 2025, the city government has implemented innovative and environmentally friendly investment in a structured and consistent manner. The city has demonstrated its commitment to sustainability through the adoption of smart street lighting, real-time air quality monitoring, wind energy, and an efficient district heating system. Copenhagen has also succeeded in building a connected and environmentally friendly infrastructure, safe bike paths, efficient public transportation, green space, and smart drainage systems are part of everyday life for citizens. This is not just a matter of convenience, but also a genuine effort to reduce pollution and improve quality of life. For this achievement, Copenhagen has received global appreciation. The Connecting Copenhagen project has become a symbol of the successful use of data to create a greener and more livable city. Initiatives such as Citizen Jury also demonstrate how citizen participation can strengthen democracy and transparency in city policy. As a living lab of innovation, the city is a magnet for many companies and startups to test technological solutions in real-world contexts. The government provides full support through progressive public policy and the creation of an open innovation ecosystem. Copenhagen has not only succeeded in building a smart city for itself, the city has become a global inspiration proof that the sustainable development can bring about real economic, social, and environmental impact, a step forward towards a greener, healthier, and more inclusive future for the city.
The Smart City initiative in Copenhagen is guided by a clear vision to transform the city into a sustainable, inclusive, and globally competitive urban center. This vision is supported by a mission that emphasizes the digitalization of public services, the development of environmentally friendly transportation, the creation of low-emission infrastructure, increased citizen engagement, and the promotion of innovation through cross-sector partnerships. To achieve these goals, Copenhagen has adopted a comprehensive strategy that includes strengthening digital infrastructure through technologies such as IoT and 5G, integrating green and efficient transportation systems, enhancing energy efficiency and environmental management, digitizing government services, and fostering collaboration between public institutions, the private sector, academia, and civil society. Institutionally, the Smart City development is coordinated by the Smart City Office and supported by Copenhagen Solutions Lab, which works closely with various stakeholders to ensure effective implementation and innovation. Success is measured through several key performance indicators, including a significant reduction in carbon dioxide emissions, over 90% accessibility to digital public services, more than 50% use of renewable energy, over 75% of citizens utilizing public or active transportation, citizen satisfaction rates above 80%, and the development of at least 10 new innovations or collaborations annually.